also review samples, okay?
Okay.
So, were you able to open the material,
Uh,
Unit 4?
yeah, I have already opened our today's material.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, oh, by the way, I just want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Do you have in Taiwan like a special day for single people who would have like free promotion for online shopping?
Oh, yeah, but actually, I think this festival is come from China. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
marketing mechanism. I remember it's called
Uh-huh.
I forgot the name, but yes, we because we also have this similar celebrate our festival to celebrate the day, and but in this day, I think no in the stress you could not see any special celebration, but you can buy some cheaper from the website because many website like Taiwan we have Shopee or PC Home. They will give you maybe lower price to celebrate the single day.
So when will that be?
Mm, I'm not sure. Maybe November 11. I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
Actually, because I remember, November 11, the Shopee has some special
Mm-hmm.
celebrated. But
Free delivery.
but I'm not sure. I have already forgot the real reason. I just use this opportunity to buy something because it give
Mm-hmm.
we you don't need to pay the travel tips.
Or
I
the delivery fee.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
delivery fee. Yeah, because sometimes you if we want to buy something, you need to pay the delivery fee. But
Yeah.
in because they hope to celebrate the day, so they give you some ticket, maybe 4 or 5. And if you use this
Mm-hmm.
ticket according to their specific marketing, you
Mm-hmm.
can uh I forgot. You mean travel fee or
Delivery fee
yeah, delivery fee is free.
is for free. Okay, that's good. Because I heard that news from my husband because my husband is also a teacher
Yeah,
in PNP language. So his student told him about it. So I'm just wondering if it's really true because if that's true, then that's good, right? You have like free shopping, online shopping.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, but
oh, because I think it's like you can buy some cheaper things because if you actually many
okay.
marketing provide some they also provide some delivery fee free, but maybe you need to buy more
Amount.
product, yeah, more amount, yeah. But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it, cause by this way, you can just maybe just buy one pants or just one T-shirt, and you can also enjoy the deliver piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right, because sometimes they are also wise, right? They will tell you that it's for free shipping, but you have to buy 500, or I mean,
yeah,
sometimes you have to buy more than $100 or more than $50 for you to get a free shipping.
yeah,
But if you only buy one thing or a single piece and it's not too expensive really, then you'll not get a free shipping at all.
yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's part of the business strategy too, right?
Yeah, but let's actually I found this month I have already buy too many things. So I because when I say that because I like to buy something use a credit card. Because when you
Mm,
use a credit card, maybe they will give some feedback. So I like to use credit card, but
rebate. Uh-huh.
maybe my credit card is not well, just 1%. But if we maybe like my
Okay.
friend, their credit card has a cooperation with Shopee or
Mm-hmm.
PC Home, you can maybe 5% or even 10%.
Discount?
Discount. No, it's not discount.
Wow.
No, it's like if you total spend
Uh-huh.
how whatever you buy, if you total spend 100, you just need to pay the $95.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So
it
some of or 5% of the amount will be
yeah
a
amount.
rebate,
Yeah.
like it will be given back to you. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, so yeah. But when I yes, so when I see the it's called the account, the credit card account, I thought, oh, this month I have already to buy many things, so I try to quit it.
Yeah, yeah, because Shopee will have free shipping on November 11. So I'm also waiting for it because, you can buy good things and you'll have free shipping. But of course, you have to buy more than the amount that they expect you to get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, Pincus, thanks for the information. I'm just really curious about it because my husband told me earlier that it happens in China. So I'm wondering if it's also the same in your place.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I remember China is called Tianmao Day. Sky cat. But in Chinese is I remember it's called Tianmao Sky cat. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, let me check
mm-hmm,
it. Maybe it's but I remember it's called Taobao. If you want to buy something, it's called Taobao in China.
mm-hmm. Does it have free shipping too? Like the offer will give you free delivery?
Yeah. I guess. But I seldom use Taobao. Taobao is like
Mm.
the China's Shopee. Let's I think it's like the Amazon. But I don't like I don't like Taobao because if it's easy to buy something fake here.
Ah, so not
Yeah.
all are original.
Yeah, that's very dangerous. Maybe you spend and another problem is if you buy some fake from China, right? And maybe if in
Mhm.
Taiwan you can arrest him, or but
Ah,
in
okay.
China it's very difficult because you are different country, and then they are different lawyer. Nobody could help you. So if you buy the fake,
Yes,
you just it mean you made a mistake. You could not
correct.
no one will nobody could help you. Yeah.
That's right. So, I guess the platform for online shopping in China is more expensive. And you're right, we cannot really trust if the brand is original or it's they just follow the original. Like the face, it really looks branded, but they just copy the face or copy the name, so
Yeah.
it's not
The
really
photo is
true.
fake. You see the photo, saying, "Hey, the product is look like true," but when they give you, oh, maybe, oh, it's not the real product is not similar the photo. Yeah, it's too
Right,
terrible.
right.
Yeah.
You'll be shocked, right? Because the photo looks really nice and you can see that you like the item or it looks original. But when you receive it, you'll be shocked with how it looks like.
Yeah, but because their price is so cheaper. So actually, I
Mm,
previously I buy some toys from Taobao. Yeah, the toy is cheaper, but when you receive the product, you found the quality is not well. But because it's cheaper,
mm-hmm,
okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, yeah. But
mm.
if I spend a lot of money to buy the product and the quality is so bad, maybe I will become angry.
I see. Okay. So you have to be a wise buyer online, right?
Yeah.
You have to make sure what you buy is true
Ah,
because we cannot trust whatever is online.
yeah, but I think you can also see I remember they is called commented or star because if some store they sell a lot of product and his uh his 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 let me check his um, reputation his reputation is
Reputation.
yeah
Uh-huh.
his reputation is very well and you
Uh-huh.
can see because I remember they give some the score. You can check the store their score, and also the customer can leave
Mhm.
the comment each day by their
Comment.
product. comment, and when they each buy
Mm-hmm.
their product, so you can check the comment. If this store their comment very well and
Uh-huh.
many people buy, you can see the recall, and many people buy it. You can trust them. You can try to buy product from the store. It's safe. But if this but you also have to be careful because you will find that some record is machine. It's not real people. Maybe he create a lot of virtual account to try to buy the product, but it's not true. It's all a machine. It's a
Mm-hmm.
machine account to
Mm-hmm.
leave the message. So it is also dangerous. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to check the
To be careful.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we call as reviews. That is what I'm really checking as well if I want to buy an item, because the reviews, you have to make sure that there are real photos, because when they leave a review, sometimes they will leave the actual picture of the item that you receive, right?
Yeah.
So there you can see if they packed the item properly, or let's say that they ship it faster. So the reviews are good. So that's
Yeah.
how
I
you
remember.
look at it.
Yes, because I remember Shopee also give this service. I usually, like you said, I will see the review and I will check. Hey, maybe if the customer he take a picture and the picture he take a picture is like the website picture. I think yeah, I can
Mm,
buy it. It's safe. Yeah,
yeah,
but then
the
maybe if the
actual photo.
yeah, but then maybe it's a picture or it's look like not similar. Maybe I don't dare to buy the product from this store.
Yeah, especially if there are bad comments
Yeah.
that the items are damaged, or the items are not good, or the it does not look good, right? So you can see everything there.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, Pinkis, too much for that. We are going to continue now our lesson because we already consumed time for talking about it. So, do you remember on where we last ended? We're on
I
page
yeah, page 19, and
nineteen. Uh-huh.
you will help me to check our grammar on this course.
Okay, that's right. So here we are going to check your answer, or double check your answer again in the question, which is, you have a reason to believe that a coworker is preparing to divulge company secrets to rival corporation. These secrets have the potential to really damage the company. How would you deal with this situation? So that was our situational question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if someone you know, or you think that someone is giving out information to a rival corporation. When you say rival, it's your
Yeah.
competitor company. So let's check your answer again. So could you please read your answer one more time so we can check on each sentence?
Sure. The first thing I need to do is take a breath and calm down. Are my supervisor based? Sorry.
Suspicious?
Yes. Are my suspicion based on actual proof or are just on substandard allegation? If I don't have hard evidence, then I would approach my coworker friends first. Are there strange behavior with him recently? Secondly, I will approach him privately with my concern and make sure his intention implicitly. If we find evidence he um, he did I forgot how to pronounce it.
Divulge
A
company?
second.
Yeah,
Okay.
divulge.
Okay. He divulged company secrets. I have to report your management privately immediately, and then everything follow the company's guidelines. I won't inter I won't intervene in anything, even though he had been my friend. If I
Mm-hmm.
don't let the company know, I would be guilty of withholding information, which could have long-term ramifications for me, both professionally and legally.
Okay, thank you for reading. So let's just review some words first, okay?
Okay.
So here is suspicions.
Suspicions.
Okay. Allegations.
allocation,
Allegations.
allocation,
Okay, implicitly.
implicitly,
Divulge.
divulge,
Okay, guilty.
guilty,
All right, legally.
legally.
All right, so thank you so much. So I think your sentences are already okay, Pinkus, and you also read too well your answer. So, and I think this is the best thing you have to do, right? So it depends on how you're going to approach a person. You cannot just judge the person immediately. And just like you said, you are going to observe the coworker's friend. So you would know maybe they are doing strange things,
Yeah,
right? And that's the time that you're going to approach the person privately. So it's only a one-on-one conversation. Of course, you don't want to ask questions to him if many of you are in the room, right? Maybe
yeah,
your suspicious is not true, so you'll be kind of rude to him.
yeah. Man, another problem is if he really don't let thing, and you also tell him maybe you also tell him maybe you guess that he do some illegal thing, maybe he will become angry and maybe your relationship will be broke up.
Yes, especially if you're a friend, right?
Yeah.
If both of you are friends. So this is a good decision that you have to do. So here in your, we're good with this, okay? You used the sentence or the words properly, so that's good. If we find evidence he divulged company secrets, I have to report your manager. Okay, here I have to report your manager privately immediately. Okay, I mean what you mean here is you have to report to your manager, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, could you read again? I have to report your manager.
Okay. I have to report. Um, I think I don't need to write you were manager. If we are in the same team, our manager is the same. I'm not sure.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So here, if we find evidence he divulged company secrets, I have to report to the manager, right?
Oh, okay.
Let's
Just
say
two of them.
this
Yeah, yeah,
to the manager
yeah.
privately, immediately, and then everything follows the company guidelines. So we have to use this instead. All right.
Okay.
So here we don't have any problem anymore with this sentence. But here, if I don't let the company know, could be guilty of withholding information, which could have a long-term ramification for both professionally and legally. Okay, so that's good also. So we only have one correction in your answer. So that's great, Pinkus. And I think you really think of your answer properly. So you have to do that every time we have situational questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so very good on your answer. So if you have time, just keep reading the answer so you'll get used to it. All
Okay.
right, so any questions with the corrections we have?
Oh no, I don't have a question. Thanks.
All right, so let's learn more. We have another sample. So, how would you handle this is number 5, okay?
Okay.
How would you handle a customer who isn't happy with your service, even though you've done nothing wrong, and they're actually the ones who have made the mistake? Okay, how do you understand our situational question? In your
Mm,
own words.
okay. Let me check. Let me check again.
Okay.
Okay. It's like a maybe sometime sometime is the customer the problem is made from the customer, but because
Mhm.
we need to give a better service, maybe we still need to apologize him, apologize to him.
Yeah, so that makes it a customer service, right?
Yeah,
If we are helping the complaint of a customer, even if it's not our fault, even if it's their mistake, we still need to apologize and do our best. But this situational question means that if you did not do anything wrong
yeah,
and you already tried your best helping the customer and the customer is still not satisfied or still not happy with your service, but you know that they're actually the one who has made a mistake. So, how would you handle or how would you do to this kind of customer? So, that's our question, situational question. Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you relate to this question? Did this happen to you previously? Like, there's a customer who is really not satisfied with how you assisted?
Okay. Oh, you mean I read? Okay, you need me to read the paragraph or do other things?
No, no. I mean, can you relate to the question? Did
Yeah.
this happen to you before already? Like the customer is not satisfied or is not happy with your service?
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah, but because I'm engineer, so I don't need to directly face the
Talk with
customer
customers?
data cluster. Yeah, I have to
Mm-hmm.
co-worker with customs engineer. Like if we sell product to the Sony, Sony is our customer. Yeah, sometimes we need to service for their requirement for us is the most important because they are our customer. But we don't
Mm-hmm.
accept all requirement. If some requirement is not
Mm-hmm.
easy to implement or it will cost us a lot of time to finish it, we will try to use another way to refuse it or try to let Sony implement the product in by themselves.
Mm-hmm. I see. So you're not really working as if you're personally talking with customers
No, but
directly.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
but I think there are a lot of pressure if you directly
Mm-hmm.
service in actually there are some engineer they need to work in our
Mm-hmm.
customer's company. Previously we service LG, and I remember we put 30 engineer in LG, and
Mm-hmm.
this engineer they need to accept maybe LG's requirement and have a meeting with them or take some issue come back to Taiwan and find another engineer to support them. But uh, but
Mm-hmm.
if you use service in LG, the pressure is huge because you need to because you have to directly to resolve their problem. Like
Mm-hmm.
us, because we stay in Taiwan, sometimes hey, okay, time's up, go home. We just go home, right? But if you
Yeah.
service in a foreign country, they because they are your customers and your manager
Yeah.
also help you to fully support. So I remember previously when I also go to LG once, but if you tell me want to come here, I will tell you I never want go back again because their working
Mm-hmm.
hours is too long. I remember
Ah, okay.
when I come here is 9 a.m. right, and
Mm-hmm.
when I come home is 12 p.m. and I in the earliest to go home. I don't dare
Uh,
to say goodbye to my partner because they still at the LG's company. And I remember
okay.
they usually work until 3 p.m. or even people or some people even 5 p.m.
Oh, okay. So it's not all the same.
Yeah, but actually, if you are people, you still need to sleep, right? So
Yeah.
they actually we have afternoon, and they usually have to sleep in the afternoon, maybe 3 hours or 4 hours. But I think it's very funny thing because
So
yeah, because when you open the office, because the office, our Taiwanese engineer, we are in the we are in the same office. And when the LG
mm,
engineer they want to find us to maybe to ask some issue, hey, he directly to open the door. He found, hey, why this engineer sleeping here? He will try to wake up him. Hey, Kevin, wake up, wake up. It's very funny
okay.
scenario. Yeah.
So you're allowed to just stay at the office if you cannot go home? Is that
Mm,
right?
oh. Oh, will you mind repeat that again?
Okay, so are you just allowed to sleep at the office if you cannot go home
Yeah,
at
some
night?
people will do that,
Ah,
I prefer
okay.
go home to sleep. Actually, the hotel, if you walk I just 1 kilometer, it's not too far.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you uh but according to your country, because some
Mm-hmm,
country they
mm-hmm.
are so far, maybe you need to wait your partner. Like my friend, he ever serviced in the Amazon, and Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And do you ever hear news? I remember some employee they don't have money to buy the home, and then they just let me check the word.
Stay at the office?
No, it's not stay always. It's so funny. I remember tent. They prepare a tent and sleeping in the
Ah,
field. Did you ever hear news? I remember, yeah. When the sun up, they go up from the tent and they go to the office.
which country did it happen?
and and I just remember Amazon, but I forgot which country. Maybe in America, but I'm not sure the country. Yeah,
Okay, maybe it happened because they're too far from home or they don't have really somewhere else to stay. So they have a tent for sleeping,
yeah. And
right?
actually, when my friend he has a business trip in Amazon. I remember he told
Mm-hmm.
me if they want to come back to hotel, it's take 30 minutes, and then they need to drive a car. So you could
Mm-hmm.
not come back by yourself because it's just one car. And so
Yeah, okay.
you need to wait your partner finishing. And maybe his
Mm-hmm.
issue he need to handle until 2 a.m. or
Late.
one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you have to wait it. And yeah, and you could not sleep right if your friend work here and you sleep. I think it's very
You
safe.
feel shy.
Yeah, I think it's a destroy the atmosphere.
Correct. Yeah. But there are office who offered a sleeping quarters,
Oh
right?
yeah, I remember. Yeah, some company. Yes, they suppose you mean sleeping what?
Sleeping quarters. So those are the room where employees can maybe sleep or get some rest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember Google give this service too, but I'm not sure Amazon because I remember Amazon he's very uh let me check the word. He is very sweet company because
Mm-hmm.
I remember just some people jump from their building.
Okay. But companies who are night shift or working at night, like here in the Philippines, there are many companies who are just opening at nighttime for customer service because many BPOs here or many companies are getting their customer service from the Philippines. So, of course, if we are talking to Americans, when it's daytime in the Philippines, so it's nighttime in America,
Yeah,
right? Like in Taiwan.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, it means that when it's morning in the America, then we have to be awake here at night to talk with them, customer service. So that is why the office or the company would provide a uh, sleeping quarters or sleeping rooms for employees. Sometimes during break time they would sleep, or during lunchtime they're going to sleep too. So that's really important. So I hope all companies will have that, right?
Yeah, I think so. But maybe it's according to your company's culture.
Correct. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Because it's really famous here in the Philippines to have call centers. Have you heard about that?
Call center. It's like
Yes.
you provide many customer service by the call phone.
Yeah, by just telephone. So, for example, the telephone or the mobile service in America, like Vodafone. Have you heard that?
Vodafone.
or their Vodafone or their
Oh, Vodafone.
internet
Oh,
yeah,
so
Vodafone. So that is mobile service, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so when they call their customer service, if their phone is not working or they cannot call someone, then their call will be routed here in the Philippines. So we are going to assist them. So that's how it works.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know their business in the Philippines for the Vodafone. I first
Yeah, so
here.
just the customer service here in the
Oh,
Philippines. So their calls are going to be forwarded here in the Philippines. So we are assisting them like that. So that is why the most companies here are open during nighttime. Because when it's nighttime in the Philippines, it's daytime in America.
yeah. But I remember if
Yeah.
you call the phone over the sea,
Overseas.
it need to pay more money. Why they
Yeah,
don't want
that's
to build the phone center in their country?
Yeah, there are reasons for that. So one is maybe because they only have to pay cheaper if
Yeah.
they want to pay in peso in Philippines instead of paying dollars in America,
Oh,
right?
I know your meaning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
don't have to worry about the payment because when they call us, it's for free. It's a toll-free number. So
Oh,
just like your internet service, you have internet service at home, right?
yeah,
So when you call your internet provider, so that's for free. You
yeah.
call their number for free, right? So that's also what happened.
Oh, okay. I catch your point. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, going back here in our question,
Okay,
so we are going to learn on how to handle this kind of customer. So let's have the model answer first. So
okay,
let me read the first paragraph, okay?
okay. Thanks.
All right, no matter what they're unhappy about, it's my job to make sure that they are treated with respect. And the best way to demonstrate respect is to listen attentively to their concerns. Ideally, I'd like to make sure that I'm addressing the problem in such a way that I'm not missing any opportunities to turn what has stated or what has started out as a negative experience for our customer into a positive experience. Okay, so here the person answered that he would still treat the customer with respect by listening to them attentively, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so of course, if the customer is angry, you're not going to be angry at them too. So that's
Yeah,
common sense, right?
yeah,
So, okay, so the person said that he or she will just listen to the customer attentively and addressing the problem or resolving the problem that would resolve everything. Okay, so that customer will be happy at the end. So that is the first paragraph's meaning. Okay.
yeah.
So any question for the first paragraph?
No, it's clear. Thanks. I have a
Oh,
question. Address
uh,
the problem is equivalent to solving the problem or a little
yes.
different?
Addressing. When we say addressing the problem, you are resolving, give it or finding a way to resolve it. You're
Oh, okay,
addressing the problem. Hmm.
okay, okay.
Okay. What else?
Oh, no, no. Because I just guess maybe addressing or solving they are little different in
Uh,
different scenario, but it
uh,
look like they are same.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on how it is being used in a sentence. So when we say just address without the problem, then that would be a different meaning, right? Like your address at home, where you're located,
Oh,
your
yeah, 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 yeah,
place.
yeah.
Okay,
Address.
but when we say this part, addressing the problem, so you are trying to find a way to resolve the problem. That's the synonym.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you please read the second paragraph and let's see what happened?
Sure. My goal is to ensure customer satisfaction, but I'm also aware that there are individuals who will never be satisfied. If it is a situation where I have tried my absolute best and done everything in my power to solve the situation in a way that maintains both my integrity and the
Uh-huh.
integrity of the company, and I'm still not having any success with the client, I would then involve my superior as the lesser resort.
Okay, thank you. So, how do you understand our second paragraph? What
Uh,
is the person going to do?
okay, he will try to satisfy his customer, but finally he found that he could not finish
Mm-hmm.
his requirement, the customer's requirement. Maybe he will find his manager, his superior to the as a last resort.
Okay, when we say last resort, like the last option.
Last option. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So of course, if you cannot handle it in your level, so you have to escalate. Have you heard this word?
Escalate.
Escalate. We learned about this, right? Escalate. So when you escalate, you report to your superior or you report to your manager if you cannot resolve it in your own.
Yeah.
Okay, you remember this word in our vocabulary?
Actually, I forgot, but I quickly Google it, and I yeah, I think it's like a report to your manager. Yeah.
Correct. So if you cannot handle it in your level or you cannot resolve it in your own, then you're going to escalate or report it to your superior to ask some help, right? So you're right. So according to the person, after he or she tried his best to resolve the problem and still the customer is not satisfied or is not happy, then what he is going to do is to involve his superior to ask help to the manager. Okay? Because, of course, what can you do if you cannot resolve it? Of
Yeah.
course, you have to ask help to in a higher level superior, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check on your answer, Pincus. Let's see. Could you please read your answer so we could check?
Okay. Uh, as an engineer, I focus on logical thinking in our task. There is some error in logic. We could not let the product be produced to damage our commercial reputation. In other words, if the design could not be implemented, we should correct it rather than follow customers' advice. We have to
Mm-hmm.
care about our attitude in this scenario. Don't let the customer feel them be offended. We shouldn't give our advice to the customer politely. If the
Mm-hmm.
engineer still could not accept the result, we have to involve his superior and our management as a last resort. Let them know what happened and make a decision. Don't forget to be polite.
Okay, very good in your answer, Pincus. Here in the sentence, I just want to ask if the engineer still could not accept the result. What do you mean? Is
Uh,
this customer?
yes, it's customer's engineer. Customer's engineer.
Okay, all right. Okay, but of course, very good. Don't forget to be polite, right? So I like your answer in this part, and the sentence is also great. So just keep it up on how you create your sentence as well as your way on how to answer. So very unique, right? And I guess this is really a real scenario on what you're going to do in your company, right? This is what really is happening in your company or on what you're doing. Like you focus on logical thinking in your task. Is that right?
Yeah, because if his design or his thinking could not be implemented,
Mm-hmm.
even he strongly hope we to support it, but the design could not be implemented. How should we support it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course, yeah. So you can only do what you can do, right?
yeah,
You cannot promise anything that you can't do to the customer. So attitude is very important in this kind of situation because even if just like we said, if the customer is unhappy or angry, then we should not do the same to them.
Yeah.
So do you believe that customer is always right? Do you hear that saying?
No, I don't think so.
Not all the time, right?
Yeah, but if but in actually in my previous company, their guidelines is customer always right. We shouldn't support them. But my current company they don't do that. They will try to, but they they don't direct they don't refuse directly. Will use
Mhm.
some mechanism to uh try to refuse or reject their requirement but not too but not too obviously.
I see. Okay. So you're right. It depends on the scenario. We cannot say that they are always right, but as a customer service or as a worker in a company, we don't have to show them a bad attitude, even if they are doing the mistake, right? We still
Yeah,
need to assist the customer and make sure that they are satisfied with the service that you have provided to them. Because not all people or not all customers are happy or not all customers are kind, right?
yeah,
Maybe someone will get angry or shout if they are not really happy or satisfied with what they get.
yeah.
So different customers and different scenarios. Okay, anyway, so this is your answer, Pincus. So just keep on reading the sample sentence or sample answers you made in the questions. And also don't forget the situational questions we have because maybe if you look for a job in the future, then you will encounter this kind of questions. It's not impossible, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you would already have an idea and you would think that, oh, I already learned about this. So you already know how to answer it. So it's gonna be easy for you to answer if you can remember, right?
Yeah, but I usually forgot something. But don't worry about it. When I before the interview, I will
You
review
review.
the yeah I review it. Yeah,
Yeah, right. So you have to review it because we cannot avoid that you can really forget things.
yeah,
Just like me. For example, previously when I was still like studying, I cannot remember things if I study in advance. But for example, if the exam would be tomorrow, so I
yeah,
would study a night before, then I could remember. But if I
yeah.
do an advanced study for a week, I cannot remember what I studied. So that's what I do. So you have to do it too, right? If you have an interview tomorrow, so just read maybe the samples we have, and if you will be asked those questions or those situations, then you already have an idea. So it's easy for you to think about it, right?
Yeah, but sometimes I think maybe I become older, so I could not have a good memory like a student. Because when I am a student,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
actually I think I can remember something easily, but I now become older,
But
so I
now,
usually forget something. I usually forgot too many things, not just something. Yeah.
yeah, too many things. Me too. I forget things. Sometimes I'm looking for my hair tie, but my hair tie is in my hair. So something like that.
I know
So,
the scenario.
uh,
Sometimes I also want to find my smartphone, but actually the smartphone is on my hand.
right, yeah, that's really real. So you're looking for something that you're already holding,
Yeah,
right? So we cannot avoid that. But if more um, as we are getting familiar with things, then we will not forget it. But as we age, we really forget things, and it's normal,
yeah.
right? We cannot avoid that. Okay. Anyway, so do you have any question with our number five situational question?
No, it's clear. Thanks.
Okay, we don't have much time tonight, Pinkus, so we will end this part for now. We are going to learn more about situational questions in our next meeting. So we will proceed in number six next meeting, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, do you have any questions before we go?
No, I don't have a question. Thanks your teaching
All
today.
right. Okay, you're welcome, Pincus, and thanks for your time too. And I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good night.
Have a good night too. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.